Hi, Roger Magoulas here with Madhu Kochar, who's Vice President of Product Development at IBM. We're going to talk some about AI. Welcome.
Thank you, Roger.
So, how do you see the future of data and AI? They're so, linked together, unfolding.
Yes, totally. As we all know, right, data is the foundation for all the businesses to drive their smarter decisions. And what are those decisions? The only way through AI you can truly unlock the value of the data. So that's why data and AI coming together is huge. We actually changed our division and we are calling data and AI. So I'm part of the product development data and AI, which is great. But truly that is, and the future of it is really where the businesses want to take. There is so many amazing applications which are getting developed, new business models which are getting developed almost in every industry, right? This is not one of those where only one industry is following, but across the industries, across enterprises, multiple applications are coming up with AI. And when we first started this journey, it was all about automation and like we could reduce the cost, but it's changed drastically. Right now it's all about revenue, it's all about growth, which AI can help because of driving new insights from the data.
Mm-hmm. So we've heard IBM talk about data virtualization as a game changer, Maybe you can explain that a little.
Yeah, sure. So think about the world of today. It's no longer, maybe I should say it's a hybrid world out there, right? It's hybrid cloud. You got your data, your applications, your workloads residing behind the firewall, and people got more than one cloud out there. So it is a multi-cloud and a hybrid journey because you can be in one or the other. And there is going to be a need for applications to run in a place where they need to leverage data, either sitting in your operational data stores or data collected through some social media and sitting on some other cloud. You're not going to be moving the data around to get insights because that's costly, right? That is where data virtualization comes into play, meaning you could have one control point without impacting your data sources, and it doesn't matter what type of data sources you have. You could have access to that data, easy access with SQL dialect. You could do joins across various types of sources. Think of your operational cache builds, like you immediately get your answer set and able to query it, able to make that into quote unquote a data set for data scientists to go start working, building models, iterating and whatnot. But the most fundamental differentiator with that is all these virtualized objects, so to speak, they are cataloged in our data catalog. So you're able to get the lineage and understand where these data originated from, right? And you have the whole metadata, so you can build your technical lineage, your application, your business lineage, and that is where it helps towards the end of the story, because nobody is pushing their models into production now, right? Without saying, hey, is there bias in this model? Is it, where did this data was trained on, right? So you need to be able to provide lineage, you need to be able to provide information for audit reasons and such. That is where the differentiation of us, that's why we call it a game changer, because it's not just the access and the join, but it's really having end-to-end journey of your data objects, virtual data objects.
So on the data side, obviously data is really important for doing any AI, and then you've got auto AI.
Yes.
And how will that kind of fit into the equation?
Sure. So we've been talking about data scientists and the skill sets of understanding machine learning algorithms, stats, and other things, and industry and domain knowledge, right? Very important. Most of the stuff can be automated, but what cannot be automated is your domain knowledge and your industry knowledge, right? And when we were seeing the struggles of business leaders want to leverage AI, but they're struggling to operationalize it, sometimes it's lack of skills, right? Or whatever other things comes on their way. So we came up with a new offering called Auto AI, meaning all the hard work which the data scientists have to do, how can we automate those pieces so that clarity of domain and industry they can bring in, but we automatically automate a lot of the processes in terms of how does your training data looks like, how are your models working on this, how are your algorithms behaving on top of this training data, right? And are they degrading as they're going into production, right? And coming up with automated feature engineering or automation of a lot of parameter optimization. So we're trying to take a lot of hard work and mundane tasks a data scientist would have to do, and how do we do AI for AI, so to speak, right? That's what the magic of Auto AI is.
Well, we've heard the term that you've used, data ops. Maybe you can explain that a little bit.
Oh, sure. I'm so glad, Roger, you heard that we talked about data ops. So remember DevOps days, right? So what DevOps did for developers, like automating the CI/CD pipelines and such. And we just talked about how AI is important, data is important, and there was a research done by Figure 8 recently, where they said the data scientists who were brought in to do their work around building models and looking for future insights and outcomes, 80% of them were spending their time on data preparation, right? Figuring out where is their data clean, is their data classified according to their business, to their enterprise terms, is the data labeled right, what is the quality of that data, right? And is there bias in this training data? So that's where most of the time is being spent. So I don't think we coined the term data ops. It has been out there, but I feel like data ops will do to data what DevOps did to that. And think of data ops as a methodology, a framework, which brings in process, people, and the tech. So we have really worked out, again, the example like I gave for Auto AI, AI for AI, we have really introduced a lot of machine learning and AI into this journey of data operations, so that ingestion and classification and cleaning, this whole thing goes from where people used to spend quarters and months down to literally days and weeks. So that's the whole story about data ops.
Great. And just to go back to, you talked about how important multi-cloud is, and that's what you're seeing. Maybe you can say what kind of benefits there are to the multi-cloud approach.
So benefits are plenty for clients because, enterprises are acquiring applications, different businesses are coming, and everybody is bringing their own stack together. Nobody wants to move the data. We just talked about that earlier. So the aspects of multi-cloud, really what enterprises are looking for is, can we really truly build cloud-native applications, meaning you build once and run it anywhere, right? That's all about efficiency. It's all about scale. It's all about, outcomes. End of the day, it's all about that. And then the other critical part, what I'm hearing from our enterprises is, pick whatever cloud vendor they want to do, but they don't want vendor lock-in. They don't want to use the local native services of the cloud, because then that comes in the way of portability, right? So that's what our point of view is. Look, if we truly going to be multi-cloud, we need to be able to really build one, runs anywhere, and we're building a lot on open source. Obviously, we are adding a lot of our proprietary tech on it to bring the whole story together. We did that with our offering we call Cloud Pack for Data, which is really our truly data and AI platform, which brings all these aspects of Auto AI and data ops and multi-cloud there. And it is important because I think for a long time we're still going to be in a hybrid world. So focusing the tech and technology in this area is going to be critical.
Great. It actually jives with some of the research we've been doing, so I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So thanks for your time today.
Yeah, thank you, Roger.